New HBO series makes me not want to be a Potterhead. Welcome back to Tea Time Talks. I know it's been a while since the previous video, and the reason is that there were so many things happening that I wanted to talk about, but at the same time they were piling up, adding up, and eventually I just gave up. But today I woke up to news that I wanted to discuss, and this is Recast of Ginny Weasley for the new HBO series. Unfortunately, the first season wasn't even released yet, but we already have so many different things happening with this series that I don't want to know anything about. But Google decided to show me every single little bit of news that are happening there, and since March, I guess the trailer was released in March, and I watched it. That was my first initial thought, is that it could be not that bad. I actually feel like, okay, I may want to watch it. Of course, it has its flaws. It looks sometimes very weird. The casting choices are still there, but it was okay. I enjoyed some parts of it. The adding scenes about Harry being bullied in school, because yes, we know that he was, but they never showed it in the book, and now they decide, okay, great, you have a less than 300-page book and you want to stretch it into 8 hours. Good luck. For that time you could have actually read the book and discuss it with your friends, even if you're 8 years old. But at that time I was like, it's okay, I can watch it. It can be interesting. I want to know what exactly they want to show, what movies didn't captured from the books, the first movies, the first and second, that were like so good and so close to the original. But after that, there were some choices that honestly turned me away from Harry Potter for a while. And I am a hardcore fan. I probably didn't fall in love with it in my childhood. Somehow I just didn't read those books when I was actually a kid. I was a teen when I actually read all of them and watched the movies with the knowledge of everything. And the final movie, I went there like 8 times to the cinema, so I guess they should put me there as a one of the sponsors of the movie. I don't know. I have a Harry Potter tattoo. All my wardrobe is Harry Potter related. My accessories. I was making crafts that are related to Harry Potter. I'm talking about Harry Potter. Just name it, I am there. Since the day they released the trailer, they started feeding us more content, and the content was behind the scenes. There even this, like, what is it, a series or something about Finding Harry on HBO. Honestly, I didn't even look at it. I saw a trailer of it, let's say, this little bits that they put on HBO before anything you watch, and for some time it was only Harry Potter, not only trailer but also this behind the scenes stuff. And please help me understand, maybe I don't see a bigger picture here, but why are we interested in behind the scenes of a project that we didn't even see yet? Like, it is so heartwarming watching behind the scenes of old movies of Harry Potter. Oh my god, now we're gonna refer to it as old. But for the movies about Harry Potter, because you already know those actors and those characters, you are interested, you are watching those little bits of young Daniel Radcliffe talking about Emma and her scene in Goblet of Fire when she's supposed to be beautiful, but he didn't understand why, because she was already like beautiful, and like this thing was just, I don't know, he just didn't get it at that point. Young Tom Felton talking about his crush on Helen Bonham Carter. Like, those things are so interesting. You are watching those like last filming days of the actors who are leaving, and how everybody are emotional and they're like hugging and they're so happy to be working together and sad that it finished, and you feel all these emotions with those actors even though you weren't there. But you watch these movies, even if some movies are not great, you watch them, you know those actors and those characters, and you feel for them. We didn't see even a single episode of this HBO series. We don't know those actors. Maybe we know them from different from different projects, but me personally, I know the actor who acts Dumbledore from Dexter. From Dexter. It's not. If you didn't see the Dexter, he wasn't the character that you would root for. You don't know those kids. You don't know those actors and how they're gonna play your characters. Maybe Papa, yes, you do. Maybe he would be a great Snape. Honestly, maybe I will watch his acting and I would be like, no, actually, it is the best way. Maybe even Alan Rickman couldn't do it better. Just like there was Dark Tower movie, and I know people didn't really like it, but for me, Idris Elba was actually a very good choice, and I could imagine him as the gunslinger, and it was good for me. I was actually enjoying the movie. Like, it was good. So yes, even here I am ready, I am willing to watch the series and be more or less unbiased. It's impossible for somebody whose favorite character is Snape, but anyway, I can do it. But why do we need all this behind the scenes of a project that, in my opinion, wouldn't even last? We have an example of Fantastic Beasts, and this is another topic for another video. I honestly hate them so much. There is nothing good about these movies except maybe Johnny Depp, the one that they kicked out of the project in the middle. We know this. That was the idea of making Fantastic Beasts, and they were saying it's gonna be 3, it's gonna be 5, it's gonna be 8 movies, and I was prepared. But after watching second one, you're like, why? Why do you exist? And in my head, the second and the third one, they mixed, and you can hold wand with Avada Kedavra on me and I will never remember what was the movies about. Like, seriously, there is no deviation between them. Like, I am like, it's all the same blur for me. So in my opinion, series wouldn't really win much, especially first 2, maybe 3 seasons. It's gonna be very hard because in my opinion, those 3 movies were good. The first 2 movies are ideal and there is no way you can make it better. That's why we will see. We saw trailer doesn't look as good. There are some aspects that are not perfect and probably the first season will not be as good. So either they're gonna invest so much money into making all 7 seasons, or they just gonna stop the project halfway through. Just like they did with Fantastic Beasts. They eventually just stopped and they didn't care that they promised us, what, 8, 9, 12 movies. Good tea. And together with those behind the scenes, there were also some ongoing news about Harry Potter. Not so much, but they were at some point all the time there. And the behind the scenes, they made me so mad that for some time I decided to distance myself from Harry Potter. How? I found probably my new obsession. It's Lord of the Rings, and I guess it's gonna be another video, but now Lord of the Rings for past 2 months is just the best thing that happened to me for the past few years. So yes, I am in there now. I am somewhere in Middle Earth, and I am just happy. I don't need to know anything about HBO series Harry Potter. I don't need to know anything about even movies. Yes, movies Harry Potter I watched couple of weeks ago, maybe a couple of them. It was very random. I also visited the exhibition for Harry Potter, and so far they have no mentioning of the HBO series. They do have the moment about Fantastic Beasts, and honestly, I passed by with like my eyes closed almost, just found one interesting photo place. It was actually fun, like it's interesting. It looks like you are popping out of the suitcase. That one was interesting, but that's all. Basically, nothing more. It's just OG Harry Potter movies with actual costumes, with themed rooms. It's amazing. It's not my first time visiting it, but I did, and it actually brought back this desire of like like in Harry Potter. However, let's get back to the main topic, and it is today's news about actress being changed. So the actress that is portraying Ginny in the first season of HBO series upcoming, um, she is leaving the series. I don't know why. They just said that due to unforeseen reasons. It's not really important because whether it is their personal decision of the kid or her parents, or maybe there was some kind of conflict, but we will never know if they don't want to tell us about it. Anyway, they are changing the actress for Ginny Weasley. Even though for me it is personal pain, because when I saw this girl, I thought that she's so cute and I was really, really interested in seeing her growing up, but I hope we will see her in other projects and we will know if she was actually a perfect fit for Ginny or not at that point. However, there's going to be another actress. We don't know who. It's all very new and it's just like literally today's morning news. But what I think is that Ginny Weasley is a key character in Harry Potter and Chamber of Secrets. She is gonna be a very important character there, and then they will forget about her for a while, just to introduce her again in some small scenes, Quidditch, and then suddenly there is a big pure love between her and Harry, whatever, I don't know. Original pairing was questionable on its own. We are having kind of two ways, right, at this point. So we can just recast another girl and present her as Ginny Weasley in second movie. Or maybe we can refilm those huge portions of two scenes with Ginny that are there in the whole first movie without interrupting. Because even in the movies, there was a moment when they changed Dumbledore, and it was the tragic one for me personally. Richard Harris was the best Dumbledore, and literally the Dumbledore from the books. After that, Michael Gambon is not bad. He's doing his role. He's good Dumbledore, but I think I just don't really like Dumbledore himself. Of course, I understand that when you are making some kind of franchise that is going to be quite long and you know about it from the beginning, you will be more careful with casting. At the same time, I understand that something unpredictable could have happened, right? Right. It's normal. Life, things happens. But yes, you still have time to refilm these two scenes. I am even given more, because there was literally only one scene with Ginny in the first movie. In the first book as well, there is nothing happens unless you filmed some, like, I don't know, flashbacks that Harry will remember how he saw Ginny or how Ginny saw Harry one time in her life. Still, okay, you have 3 scenes with Ginny. For example, in the first season, I don't know, maybe, what if, maybe you were showing everyday life of Weasleys at that point, I don't know. Just recast the girl and refilm it. I don't think it's such a big deal, but I think it will mean a lot further if you are actually going through with Harry Potter and you will actually do 7 seasons of this. I actually don't know why it triggered me so much. Maybe because I was so happy. I noticed that I didn't actually remember about Harry Potter for a while. I didn't even post anything about Harry Potter for a while before I went to the exhibition and had the best time of my life, of course. But today I woke up with this, and I guess I chose violence. All this media field about Harry and the behind the scenes, they seriously made me not want to watch it, made me not want to be interested in it. So yeah, this was the Tea Time Talk today, and I guess wait for the next part about me blubbering about Lord of the Rings. Anyway, see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Please comment your opinion on the whole situation. Also, I think mostly what is interesting for me is, did you notice this amount of news about Harry Potter HBO series and the behind the scenes? How do you feel about them? I think they just did it too soon. At least release the first season. Even better, wait until all the series will be released and then make something like 25 years. Just keep this behind the scenes shit until the series finish, if it will finish. But yeah, leave your opinion below. I am curious to know what do you think about all this, and yes, especially behind the scenes. And see you next time. Bye.